the shirt that previous contest winner Captain Cayman was wearing the day he battled an army of androids sent to destroy the Earth. I'm not sure why the pants are missing. Perhaps they were never recovered.
Oh, they were recovered alright. They were just... Let's just say that an army of androids can be scary, even for a superhero.
It's a photograph of the 10th anniversary reality reunion show, which brought together all the winners of all the network's reality shows in one studio.
Burger King must have had to close a few branches the day that was filmed.
That dude with the blue hair is creeping me out.
He does look a bit like Ivan Drago's bigger, tougher brother.
Excuse me.
Da?
Did he just call me stupid?
He didn't say duh, he's Russian. He said da, it means yes. Don't be so stupid.
Do you speak English?
Da.
See? Like a native.
Are you here for the auditions as well?
Da.
Will you stop asking him yes-no questions?
Da. I mean yes. Sorry. Do you have any real superpowers?
Of course. During Cold War, Soviet Union had many secret weapons programs. Soviet scientists were best in world.
Well, they didn't manage to successfully brainwash anyone, did they? Not like the Yanks did with MK Ultra.
Soviet brains harder to wash.
So what type of powers do you have?
All of my powers related to ice.
Why ice?
Research was carried out in a remote Russian village called Oymikron. You ever been to Oymikron?
I'd have to check my passport.
There's no need for sunscreen. Average temperature minus 15.
Sounds a bit like Buffalo.
It's a horrible place. No work, no social life, nothing to do. Landscape is bleak and inhospitable. It's arsehole of the entire country.
Sounds a lot like Buffalo.
Can you spray out a stream of ice in front of you and then surf along it?
Yet, I can spray ice, but cannot surf on it. I have a very poor sense of balance.
How come?
I got hit in the head a lot when I was stunt double in Rocky IV.
See? I knew it.
I think I have ice-based superpowers too.
What make you say that?
When I hold an ice cube in my hands, it melts. Do you think that means I have special powers?
No, that just means you're special, mate. Very special.
I wanted to talk about something else.
Suit yourself.
Are you the only contestant here? Aren't there any other superheroes or villains?
Oh sure, this skinny woman in red costume around somewhere. He keep going outside to take phone calls.
Perhaps she's moonlighting for a taxi company.
Have you seen any other superheroes today?
One other, very strange man. He keep looking at me funny. He go for fresh air.
Fresh air, huh? Mel, if you were looking for a bit of fresh air, where would you go?
Iowa.
He say something about the park east of here. You really going to look for him?
Why not? It never hurts to check out the competition.
Rather you than me.
What made you decide to enter the contest?
If I win contest, they have to give me green card so that I can fulfill contractual obligations.
Why do you want to leave Russia?
I hope to defect. I belong to FSB in Moscow.
What position? Do you play in goal?
It's not football team, it's new name for KGB.
So why do you want to defect?
When I was senior agent in KGB, during Cold War, I was expected to kill anyone who disagreed with Soviet government.
And you didn't want to kill people?
Of course I wanted to kill people. How do you think I became senior agent in KGB?
So then why leave?
It's boring. Nothing left to do. Since Cold War ended, Russian Secret Service have not much work.
Surely Russia must still have enemies.
Not many. You Americans and British keep invading countries and pissing people off. People forget all of shit we used to pull.
Do you know any other supervillains?
Just because I am Russian means I must be villain. You Americans are always so quick to judge.
Actually, I suspect it was the love of killing people when you were in the KGB that tipped him off.
It's fair point.
So, do you know anyone?
I used to date Magma Maiden.
Was she hot?
In every sense. She melted my heart.
That must have been a steamy affair.
Da, but we had to stop seeing each other.
Why?
After a while, her magma core started to melt the ice core of my body whenever she was in close proximity. I had to start wearing this waterproof costume to stop myself melting from inside out.
Sounds nasty.
Da, after a while I was like walking snow cone. Nobody wants limp superhero.
Least of all a fiery redhead.
I should go.
Then go. I'm not stopping you.
She?
I should hope so.
You mean?
Look at that nose. You can
Hi, I'm
Name?
Kyle Keever.
I need your superhero name, not your real name.
a bloody good superhero you're gonna make. You've only been in the costume 5 minutes and you've already given your secret identity away.
I was going to call myself the Perfect Patriot.
Well, that doesn't seem very appropriate. Your costume is a mess. You'll have to think of something else.
Right now? Can't I think of a name after I do the audition?
Sorry, but the rules are clear. You have to have your superhero name before you go on stage. In the event that you get through to the boot camp, the production company can have your name trademarked by the time you get back off stage.
Oh well. In that case, how about... How about Pimp Daddy Patriot?
You are dressed like a pimp, but I'm afraid we're making a conscious effort to play down the pimp and streetwalker themes this year.
Why is that?
Channel 7 have ordered a pilot for America's Got Hose.
The incredible Dr. Farty Pants.
You're not taking this seriously, are you?
Hey, you try sharing an apartment with the big fella and then tell me it's not an appropriate name.
Uncle Sam. What could be more patriotic than that?
I'm sorry, but there is already a well-known comic book character with that name.
Holy intellectual property infringement.
Can I get back to you?
Oh, sure. I have nothing better to do than sit here all afternoon waiting for you to come up with a name that isn't either pathetic or borderline illegal.
Thanks.
That's what we figured.
It's the receptionist's desk. There's a rack of trays with papers in it, a stick.
Or someone who doesn't do any work all,
I heard that.
yet chose not to deny it.
Mel, do you have... cheesy crackers?
Yeah,
You should change your underwear more often. Talk to you later. I don't really have any reason to go in there, and I'm pretty sure the receptionist would have a problem with it if I even tried.
Damn straight.
Nice costume.
Says the guy dressed as a giant purple dildo.
Hey, my costume only looks like this because I accidentally washed it on the hot cycle.
Whatever you say, honey, your secret's safe with me.
What secret? Are you entering the America's Got Superpowers contest?
That's the plan.
you're a bit of a jaunt away from the theatre, aren't you?
I needed some fresh air, plus I was afraid some of the other contestants might try to copy my costume.
I can't believe anyone would do that.
You really think that people these days have high moral values and would resist the temptation to rip off another contestant?
That too.
The lady at the desk says I need a proper superhero name in order to audition. What do you think I should call myself?
Honey, I haven't come up with my own name yet. Why should I help you with yours?
It might get your creative juices flowing.
That's not normally a problem I suffer with, but fine. Anything to get you two out of my hair.
So what do you suggest?
Could you be a stealth superhero? How about the Purple Penetrator?
Every woman's favourite, batteries sold separately.
Do you have any advice you could give me about being a good superhero?
Well, if there's one thing my lifestyle has taught me, it's that spandex is a wonderful thing.
Okay.
But it's not for everyone, sweetie. Either lose the spandex or cut back on the club's sandwiches.
That told you.
Do you know any other superheroes?
Even if I did, darling, I'm far too discreet to ever name any names.
Sure, I wouldn't want to pry.
Alright, you twisted my arm. Do you know that superhero who can bend, twist, and reshape his body into any shape you can imagine?
Yeah, I think I know who you mean.
Uh-huh, Mr. Fabulous.
Really? I thought it was Mr.
Trust me, he's fabulous.
Nuff said.
Too much, some might say.
Do you have any superpowers?
What sort of powers?
Well, I don't know. If you're going to be a superhero, you're going to need some kind of powers.
He's right, and trust me, I don't find myself saying that often.
Well, let me put it this way, honey. Would you say that superheroes often need to get revenge?
Lots of bad stuff happens that needs avenging. Yep.
And do superheroes have grudge matches?
Oh yeah, there's always a score to be settled.
Well, honey, nobody knows vengeance or holds a grudge like a gay man who's been scorned.